Hello friends, good evening and welcome to my perfect nighttime routine. I'm calling it my perfect nighttime routine because this is how it goes on a good day. Not every single night looks like this. I'm not even gonna hold you. You guys know more than anyone. Sometimes I am up until the wee hours of the morning editing or finishing up a task that has a deadline. But today was just admin work, so I wrapped up around 8:30 p.m. Immediately turned on my Forest app on my phone, which basically just keeps me from diving into any more social media apps. And then I turn on some instrumental classical music. This just really calms me down, gives me the best vibes. But my biggest tip is to listen to this on Amazon Music because last year my Spotify Wrapped was wrecked with classical music. My top artist was Bach. So just a pro tip from me to you, really. Now we are diving straight into skincare. I love the feeling of a clean face, and I did film today. I was out in the world, so we have to get off a full face of makeup. Before I start my skincare, I love to listen to self-love affirmations just to add a little touch of magic to my self-care routine before I go to bed. If you are new to my channel, let me just tell you, we are all about self-care over here. Pouring into myself and you pouring into yourself is something I'm so passionate about. So anything I can do to romanticize my life, add a little bit more intention into what I'm doing, I am all the way here for. By the way, all of the links to all the products in this video will be in the description box down below, including this full extensive nighttime skincare routine. And I do have an additional skincare video if you want a breakdown of all the products I use to get that glass skin effect. Of course, we have to finish off with some gua shawing. You guys know I love this, not only because it actually does help me form my face shape, but it also just really calms me down. It drains your lymph nodes. It's so good for circulation, and I am kind of just obsessed with anything that boosts my circulation, so there you have it. Now it's time to slip into our silky pajamas. I am a silky pajama stan. You cannot take me away from these, and I will wear them probably for the rest of my life. They just feel so luxurious to me. Of course, we have to add the slippers, my grandma cardigan, and my favorite fragrance for the evening, which is this On a Date perfume by Maison Margiela. Now it is time for dinner, and I am feeling like carbs this evening. I want pasta, I want a creamy red sauce, I want all the things, so that's what we're doing. I know the thought of cooking an extravagant meal at the end of the day seems like a lot to some people, but to be quite honest with you, cooking is one of my happiest hobbies. I enjoy it so much. Anything that grounds me, that I have to use my hands for and slow down and stay off my phone in order to do, I just absolutely adore. I think that's why I really just love being home. I love cooking. I love taking care of my house, but specifically cooking at the end of a busy work day, I don't know, it just hits so different. Anyways, I had a delicious penne pasta that I cooked up and then this stunning little kale salad on the side. It absolutely lived up to my expectations and it was delicious. Any night that I have time to watch a show is a successful night. Like I said, sometimes we're just up late or it's time to get in bed and we don't get to do the full unwinding routine. But thank God, tonight is not one of those nights. I'm actually catching up on The Witcher, which if you guys heard me in my last vlog blabbing about it, I've played the video game. I actually finished season 3, but I found out that there's an origin series, which is kind of like the Game of Thrones House of Dragon situation. So that's been filling a void for me while I wait for season 4, thank God. We are going to clean up just a little bit before bed. I really can get carried away when it comes to cleaning, so I just stick to cleaning up whatever I made a mess of while I was making dinner because I do like to tidy up a little bit in the morning as well. Now that we've had dinner and we've caught up on our show, it is time to do our dental hygiene. I really try to do this as soon as I possibly can. Obviously, I have to wait until I eat, but I hate the feeling of being dead tired and still having to brush my teeth, tongue scrape, floss, all the things. So I really try to make a good point to get that done as early as I can. And now it's time to start getting cozy. I'm grabbing my sleep gummies. You guys know how much I love the Lemmy sleep gummies. Genuinely, just one of these will knock me out. They get me feeling nice and sleepy before bed. Now on to one of the most beneficial additions to my nighttime routine. If you are high strung, a perfectionist, and overachiever, this might help you out a lot. Basically, I plan tomorrow today. That just means that I brain dump any tasks that need to be done the next day, the day after, maybe even 5 days after that, and I write it down. This eliminates me having any of those eyes wide open staring at the ceiling thoughts. You know, I will really just get caught up thinking about what still needs to be done. But if I know it's written down, I can let it go and just focus on relaxing. Seeing as it is 11:34 p.m., it is time to get to sleep. I am plugging in my phone away from my bed, so that way in the morning, I actually have to get up out of bed to turn my alarm off. The goal every single night is to get at least 8 hours of sleep. I used to be the girl that would force myself to get up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., just for the sake of saying that I did it to be disciplined or whatever. But growing up is realizing that getting adequate sleep is far more important than waking up at 5 a.m. just to prove something to yourself. Anyways, I wanted to break up the voiceover before we leave, so let's chat. I have one chapter left of this book and then I am done. This will be the second book I finished since 2024 started. The book I'm reading now is called The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Honestly, loved the writing. I don't know if anything crazy is going to happen in this last chapter that's going to leave me on a cliffhanger. I feel like I always expect that with books. But the story was really good. I didn't find myself like not wanting to finish it. Like this was a really easy book to just pick up and read. It's a quick page turner. Do I feel the need to read the second book if there is a second book? Not really. But then again, I honestly just have a hard time not finishing something once I've started it, so I'll probably down the road get back to this. But my next book I want to be a fun little romance, a little spicy situation, so I'm gonna read The Graham Effect next for sure, the one that I got in our last vlog when we were at Target. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. But after I finish reading, I really do just fall asleep. Mason's actually home. You guys know I have a husband, like hello. He's winding down in the other room, so I'm just finishing up this little vlog here, but he's about to come and get in bed and then we're gonna fall asleep. And I set my alarm for 8 a.m. tomorrow, so I'll still get 8 hours of sleep, which is beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, flawless. The main goal for the evening routine is always to set myself up for a fabulous morning and the day after, so I feel like we accomplished that today. Anyways, okay, let's get in bed. Okay, so technically we were already in bed, but I think you get what I mean. Now we're going to set up and prep the bed for sleeping. I'm obsessed with this bed mist that was gifted to me by Neom, I think it's pronounced. I just love smelling lavender as I'm drifting off to sleep. It's such a vibe. But of course, we have to have our satin pillowcase, our satin sleep mask, and hair oil. I'm not gonna lie to you, I just really wanted to stay cute for the end of this vlog, but typically I would take out my extensions, oil the ends of my hair, braid it, and then go off to sleep. This is just gonna keep our hair growing long and strong, reduce split ends, all of the good stuff. But that is all for my perfect nighttime routine. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.